सत साहब जी बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय। I request all the Hansas of these three loks, Paramhansa of Amarlok, to please pay due attention to what Satpurush is going to give you through the mouth of this Venom, Gada Bhai, donkey, sitting before you. So today it is 8/1/2021. So today's topic is true human being. Basically it leads to love, but we have to start from true human being. So that is the topic of the day. So I bow my head before the whole universe, Hansas, Paramhansas, and Satpurush, the omnipresent omniscience in the whole of the not only universe but Amaralok, endless, limitless is the boundary of, that is infinite is the boundary of Satpurushji. Only he is the main source. God of these three loks is a fifth son of Satpurushji who is working in these three loks. So I bow my head before Satpurushji for his benediction, love and grace. So let us move towards the real topic of the day. So basically we have to develop the quality of truth, love, joy within us. When these qualities are imbibed well within us, in our surati, then peace is also there. Basically, peace has to be provided to mind so that he may not disturb you in any way, in any undertaking, whether external or internal. So that is the main objective of every Hansa on this planet. So sustain love and commitment, one needs to share inner development regarding Surti consciousness, because we have to be elevated so far as Surti is concerned. All these three loks are in bondage of mind and Maya. Everybody, whosoever is talking and talking, is all rubbish. Thoughts thrusted upon you by mind, that is unit mind and cosmic mind, and everybody is running towards those thoughts. He is not attaining his own true self. It is because of this very reason nobody is living in the present. Everybody is living in past and future. Wishes, desires, thinking, hoping, and having infinite desires, and those desires are imaginary desires. Real needs are very simple and to be satisfied easily, and you can move towards inner journey, the real purpose of our life on this planet. But everyone is busy towards worldly possession, which have no significance. But the relations have full control on our surati. We are accumulating not only for our own self, but for the coming generations. We want that they should live in peace. They shouldn't see any problem in their life. Though it is a good thing, it is not a bad in any way. But you must first realize your true self, because the word that I possess, if somebody gets this very word and moves inwardly to attain true spiritualism, he can liberate 71 generations of his predecessors. He can be a source of their liberation. Our ancestors are nowhere. They are well within you, residing well within the elder member of the family. And they wait when any member of our family will attain true consciousness through true and real Satguru, and we too will be liberated. Without any labor of theirs, they can be liberated. As I liberated my ancestors. The elder member of the family possesses all the thread of the ancestors. The whole thread is in his hands, but he is not aware of it. So these things are known only to true and real saints on the planet, and true and real is only one from Amarlok. So, when you will realize the importance of true and real Satguru, you will realize the importance of your own self. And then you will be in a position to live in the present moment. To come in the present moment is not an easy thing. Because unit mind, cosmic mind and Maya, your own body, they are big problems. And it is because of this very reason, very Gurus say, okay, while you are doing this work, do some sort of worship inwardly. But without the elimination of mind, you can't concentrate your surti anywhere. You are always in thoughts. And he is provoking you all the times. This is the greatest tragedy, that you are not in a position to sustain love and commitment that you have made with Satpurush in the womb. You have prayed to Satpurush, please let me out of this womb, and I will never forget you. I will remember you forever, because inside the womb, Satpurush is with him. Nobody else. Mind is not there with him. Maya is not there with him. He is living in the present inside the womb. And when somebody is living in the present, his Satguru his Satpurush is his Satguru, and his Satpurush is Father. Satpurush is our Father in the real sense. We are his segments. So, this is very important that you made a commitment to Satpurush that when I'll move further in the universe, I'll never forget you even for a minute. But see what you are doing and what we people are doing on this planet. Day and night we are busy with TVs, mobiles, talks and talks and talks, without thinking of your own self, your own true self. So, when you don't realize your own self, how you can become a charitable person? How can you help others without any interest of your own? Without making others to know that you are helping somebody. This all is not possible without true and real Sadguru of the time. So you have to develop your inner self, inner knowledge, to become a seeker. To whom you have to seek? Your own self. You have to realize your own self. That is the most important thing. It is not about imparting education, knowledge, which is the act of mind and Maya to delude human beings on this planet. You say that simply by providing education, making a person fit for earning something for his livelihood, that is a secondary objective. The primary objective is to move on the spiritual path. And spiritual path should be truth, not laid down by your ancestors. Just like new knowledge in the field of science is coming, you have to face all the new problems in the same way. The moment you move towards those very fields, the internal field too becomes very difficult. In olden days it was very simple because the external was simple and people were moving towards the internal circle. But now the external circle is very powerful. All the time some sort of enticement is being provided to you on TVs, one way or the other, and you run after that. All sort of worldly informations are being conveyed to you, run after that. What will you do with those? If misfortune comes, they never come alone. They always come in bundles. And they tell you that you are not following the true and real path on this planet. The human beings have forgotten their real identity, their real way of living, their real way of worshipping. All the things have gone. It is simply a show. Different caste, religions, sects are moving according to their own. Whereas the path, as I told you, Lord Krishna says, there are paths and paths, but they all come to me. That is, the final destination is the same of all religions. Whether they are worshipping God, any Devi Devata, and any personality who has left from this planet. The final destination is the same. God is the same. Supreme Being is the same. But nobody knows about the Supreme Being. Everybody knows about this God only. Vedas, Shastras, everything is crying for this God. They consider Him as the sole identity to worship. Whether he is visible or invisible, whether he is to be visualized through Son Anhadnath or through any other source. But this all is mine. If you are paying 20 minutes, as some say, towards spiritualism, and those 20 minutes are too given to this God who is mind itself, then what sort of worship you are doing on this plane? You have forgotten your true and real self, your true and real Satguru, your true and real home, your true and real father. You have forgotten your brethren, Paramahansas who are living in Amarlok. You have forgotten Satpurush who is our real father, and we are his segments. We are in this cosmos simply to execute the work, order, directions, wishes and desires of the mind. These all things are not of yours, but these are of the mind, and you are busy in executing those very wishes and desires of mind. This is the act of God, and you people have closed your ear, eyes, mouth, intellect, memory, ego. You have forgotten, and you are purely running after this unit mind and cosmic mind. So, knowledge and material benefits should be transcended by a higher form of giving. Everybody is giving some sort of the knowledge to the other. This knowledge of the universe should be left behind so far as transcendental knowledge is concerned. And that knowledge is given by the higher personalities, which are above the thinking and working of common man. So that knowledge is given by true Guruvas, true avatars, incarnations, true guides, and Satpurush, through Satguru. Satpurush can't be known directly, even God can't be known directly. You have to move through the proper channel. For worshipping this God, the channel is Guruva. And if you have to worship Supreme Lord, the channel is Satguru. Without them, all your intentions, all your labor is certainly going to be wasted. Because without alive holy name, soundless sound word, bodiless word, Aka word, Niyakshar, Sabat, you can't move towards spiritualism. Spiritualism, I told you, is just like pure milk. The moment you add sugar into it, that means you have a guru or satguru. If you are having pure milk, you are moving towards God, Allah, Vaheguru. But when you consider that milk is from the side of Supreme Consciousness, then you have to move towards true and real Sadguru of the time. Without his help, without his guidance, you are living in dreams. Your day passes in dreams. During the night you go into the dreams, and for a very limited period you go in deep sleep, which is unknown to you. You don't know anything about that very period. So you have to become that. You have to attain that stage while living. You have to become unconscious of the whole universe. Then you can say, I am moving towards spirituality. I am moving towards becoming real man on this planet. Otherwise, you are in deep slumber. You are full of diseases. You are full of wishes and desires. You are living in past and future. You are living in time and space. You are living in wishes and desires. So that is not the life. You will get whatsoever you have sown in your previous birth. Nobody is going to snatch you that. So why to struggle so much? Why not to move towards the real and true path? That is why we are being dragged towards diseases and diseases, epidemics and epidemics. This tells us that our path that we are leading on this planet is not true. We have been led astray by mind and Maya. So without realizing your true self, you can't be free from these woes and worries and diseases at the same time. They are indicators. They tell us that you are not following the true and real path regarding spiritualism. They are time and again making us to think on those very lines, but nobody is paying towards those very. Everybody thinks that if we will have the remedy for this, okay. If you will have remedy for one, the others are coming. If you have remedy for the next, another are coming. This is just a whirlpool. These are tornadoes. They are ready to sway you away from your real path, your real goal, your real home. So it is all up to you. So if you have to help somebody, do help. But there are certain conditions laid down and you have to follow those conditions. Help spiritually without any discrimination. Show the world the true and real path of worship. That is Satpurush. Through proper contact of true and real spiritual master of the time. Without meeting true and real spiritual master of the time, you can't be free in any way. Always you will be in ego. This will never spare you at any moment. You have to fret out. You have to search out true and real Satguru if you want to lead a satisfied, dignified, spiritual life on this planet. Without that, you are not fooling yourself You are fooling your own kith and kins. You are following the old traditions of worship. If they would have been right, you won't have been facing these epidemics. The real path is gone. And you are not after to search out, fret out true and real Sadguru of the time. Krishna tells Arjuna, O chastiser of the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possessions. Lord Krishna is also doing a lot and has done a lot to elevate your Suruti. That is the second stage which you have to attain. He says to Arjuna, chastiser, that is to punish those who have done something wrong, and says your enemy. The first stage, second stage, and third stage have their own uniqueness. Third stage is the stage of Santmat, Sajmarg, Bringamata. We don't consider anybody as our enemy. And we never say anybody that you become a chastiser to punish somebody for his wrong deeds. Because nobody on this planet is perfect. So how can he punish anybody? How can he discriminate and find fault in others when he himself is full of faults? When he is full of all the wrong thoughts, wishes, desires, how he can be a chastiser? How he can make justice? So, secondly, he says, sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possession. You may distribute your wealth to the poor and needy simply to achieve some higher motive in your life. You want to attain something more and you want to become popular. So, you are having a motive behind it. And Lord Krishna says this is not going to pay you any dividend. You have to sacrifice something higher. And we must realize about what Lord Krishna is talking. He is talking and giving us the information that you must not come in the picture of a list in which a name is included that he donates this much, and this much. If you have to donate anything, nobody should come to know. You have denoted something. You have given something. The moment you mention your name, there is a personal motive in it. There is some interest in it. You want that the world should know you. And for what? There must be some motive behind it. No? That is why Lord Krishna says, move a bit higher and then help the poor and needy. Even whom you are helping, even they shouldn't come to know. Who put this thing near our door? Who is he? So kind, so godly person, but they are not in a position to find the person. That should be the motive, that should be intention well within you. So, all sacrifices of work culminate in transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge means you have to move higher as compared to the ordinary human beings. You have to become invisible type of personality on the planet. You must be spiritual in the real sense. You must not become a mirror, nor make other to see the mirror. You should be without a mirror, without having any slightest wish or desire for the kindness shown to poor and needy. That is the main objective of every human creature on this planet. Don't pretend, don't elevate your mind. Make it to work under your surti. Your surti is the surti of Satpurush, and see, Satpurush is known to single person in the whole of the universe. See how he works. And I am crying on his behalf simply to ignite your surti and nirti to attain true and real shape as Hansa on this planet. Behind that, I have got no motive. I am here sitting before you after washing so many clothes. Though that atmosphere is not clear, but I have washed so many clothes. Early riser, performing all sort of works with my own hands, legs, body. I am making full use of this body. I am not providing him any chance to overpower my surati. So in the same way, I make mind to work on my behalf. He is not taking any sort of work from me. I am taking all the works from him. Have that motive in you. So, Gita makes material yoga of sacrifice. That you have to sacrifice this material world. Lord Krishna has given a lot and lot, but people are not in a position to understand. They extract the meaning up to their own level. That is the tragedy also. He is the first person who has talked about Amar law, but he has not talked as a word, he has not given a word. He has talked in the form of supreme consciousness. And people consider that he is talking about this God, supreme consciousness. Supreme consciousness is Satpurush. He is a supreme mind. He is not a supreme consciousness because he doesn't possess soul. But remember one thing, when any incarnation takes place, he possesses soul. Incarnation becomes bigger than God itself. You consider it as a segment. I say he becomes the segment of Satpurush. He works as a segment of Satpurush and acts more the powerful on this planet as compared to God itself. That is why I say you Hansa are more powerful than this God. All Devi Devatas, because they are not possessing Surati, and you possess Surati and Nirti both. But when they take incarnation, then Satpurush provides them also Surati and Nirti. Because without a Surati and Nirti, this body can't function. This body can't perform any work. So in order to take work from the body, from the mind, the incarnation God also gets Surti. So work is going on in a harmonious way. There is no any ill will. From where this ill will come? From where the enmity will come? Satpurush is free from all these bad activities. He is a symbol of love, truth, joy, and peace. He doesn't know anything regarding any bad activity. So who is the chastiser and who is the enemy? Nobody is our enemy to whom we should punish. Let everybody to get according to his own karma. And everybody is getting according to his own karma. No change. What for you are demanding from God? He can't give you anything. It is not under his jurisdiction to give you anything. He can simply switch over to your own material to provide you one thing at a time, and that place becomes empty. And anything that you had to get this time, that goes to that very place. Then why you are running after happiness? Accept all whatsoever is coming towards you. That is the crux of the life. So, Lord Krishna also makes you to move towards yoga. And yoga means, so far as Lord Krishna, that you must give away those very thoughts which include worldly possession. Don't run after those very things. Go on removing from your own self one by one. That is what we are also saying. But we are moving forward. We are very clear regarding Satpurush. He has talked in a hidden way about Satpurush, but we are talking it boldly, freely, without any fear, without prejudice, without ill will, without ego. So, this is the difference. That's why I am talking about every personality of this universe. Vedic scriptures do talk of meritorious reward one reaps with ritualistic sacrifices. This is a tragedy. You say that sacrifices, you took it otherwise. You said that if we will kill somebody and put at the altar of some Devi or Devtas, they will get pleased. Sacrifice means you have to let go your own wishes and desires, own thoughts, your own ill will, your own prejudice. These are the things which you have to sacrifice, and you are sacrificing that you are killing somebody and putting at the altar of some Devi and Devta. What a tragedy it is. And it is such a heinous crime to kill any individual. You have to suffer a lot for that. You can't be redeemed of killing any object who is living on this planet. Living object, living body should not be harmed in any way, not to talk of killing. So you have to sacrifice these things. You have to become philanthropic. That is helper, not to. You have to help even animals, insects, in what way you can. You must come to their rescue. When I was a child, I used to see some ants on the grass sticks, and there was water flowing, and there was no way out for them to come out of from that very grass root which was hanging from the water upwards. Then I used to remove those very ants in my own utensil, thali. I used to clean that thoroughly, then I used to make them to come on my plate, and then I used to throw them outside the field. That was my intention when I was studying in 3rd primary. Who taught me this? My own internal karma. My previous birth's karma taught me. All the other students were running towards school. I did this work first and then I ran towards school. This was my first motive, to provide them proper place. Otherwise they will get tired and the water is flowing. Because the farmers had to distribute that water into their lands, and they used to divert the direction of the water, and they were not aware of. Ants were not aware of this. Suddenly when they saw water, where they should go now? So, every human being on this planet is there to help the poor, needy, whether it is he is human being or any insect or animal. So, charity doesn't mean that you have to fill the belly of your own kith and kin. You must be careful regarding whosoever is near you, whosoever is your neighbor, in what way he is living, and you have to pay proper care of those. That is the ultimate aim of any human being on this planet. So, our objective is to make every human being unite. Don't develop friction. This caste, creed, and religion is meant to have more good relations to get which is good with them and which is good in you. There should be exchange of thoughts and ideas. Good things should be shared and bad should be left off. What is the harm in that? If anybody has acquired any good quality, do acquire that. If he has any bad, leave it there. But don't say that this quality is bad. It is harmful. It is known to him. You are not fully aware of that very thing. First, spend some time with him. Do show your own goodness, and he will automatically come to know. And if he can't, leave him. You move to your own destination and let him to move his own destination. So you have to unite individual consciousness with ultimate consciousness. This is transcendental theory of helping each other. So he has talked Lord Krishna, ultimate consciousness, uniting individual consciousness with ultimate consciousness, transcends them all and achieves the supreme primordial abode. ये 8वें चैप्टर के 28वें श्लोक में लिखा है. He has clearly given the knowledge of Amarlok, supreme consciousness, and he says that is uniting individual consciousness with ultimate consciousness, transcends them all, makes them pure and clear, and achieve the supreme. Be one with the supreme. Achieve means you have to unite yourself with the supreme. And when you will get united with the supreme, you will get primordial abode from where you had come. Your birthplace is primordial. So your birthplace is Amarlok. He had not mentioned name Amarlok, Begumpur, Satlok. He said this much. He is talking about, though he is himself mind, but he too is giving you the knowledge. Move towards true and real spiritualism. Move towards true and real consciousness. Supreme primordial abode. The Gita advocates an entire chapter 2, Karma Yoga, the path of action. That's the 8th chapter and this 28th shlok. Karma Yoga, here persons are deluded. Without paying attention towards supreme consciousness, they start moving towards karma philosophy. Your own work, intention won't work without becoming a true surti yourself. Without realizing your own self, you can't move towards that type of karma about which Lord Krishna is talking. That karma means nobody should come to know what good you are doing in the society. I never came into the limelight. In this corona COVID-19 epidemic, I am giving these satsangs to the whole of the universe. That's my duty. I am not extracting anything from anybody. I don't have anything from anybody. I am doing everything from my own pension. And working day and night for the welfare of the whole universe. Without any wish and desire from them. And even during the period of my worshipping God, I remained silent. Even my family members were not aware of what he is doing, who is worshipping, what is his way of worshipping. Nobody was aware of. I never talked. This is only when Satpurusha allotted me a duty. No, I am performing this duty without having any interest. And at present, if somebody is not paying attention towards my satsang, I am not going to liberate his soul. I am doing this all on the instructions of Satpurusha. It is he who is giving you all these sermons through me. I am mere mic. I am telling you a fact. I am simply a mic of his. I am not doing anything more than that. It is all up to you to realize what is your importance on this planet, for what purpose you have come on this planet, what was the objective of bringing you on this planet. You have forgotten the real path of worship, the real way of worship, the real science of worship. That is my objective, to make you to realize where you are standing and where you are losing each and everything. So karma yoga, the path of action. As you mature on this path, you continue to perform good deeds. And those good deeds, without elevating your soul, you will act as a activity of mind which is always full of desires and wishes. Then you won't be in a position to do any activity without having wish and desire in you. If you have to do anything, that you have to become philanthropist, to follow the policy of philanthropy, that is to help the poor and needy, should be done through Surati, not by the act of mind and mind. And through Surati means you will not expect, and you will not, even your right hand. If your right hand is doing something good, your left hand should know what he is doing. That means even you must not know what you are doing. It should be done in such a way. Please take this. There are so many. Give to anyone. Whosoever seems you a deserving, give it to that, but he should be away from that. He should never inquire to whom you gave, for what. No. Thing is gone. Thing is over. Don't come in the limelight. There are many ways. Contact me and I'll tell you. Everything can't be explained because you are full of mind. Those who are listening to me are not free from the activity of mind. You have to sacrifice, to act, to perform as a charitable person. It will lead to redemption of one's ego and doership. You will be redeemed of your ego and doership when you will be in the field of Surti consciousness. Surti will make you like that. Don't come yourself in the limelight. Provide to others and make to distribute. And don't inquire from them where you have distributed. This is the way of life. I do the same thing. During this corona epidemic, I never realized to whom my satsang, my disciples are giving, from where he is coming, for what. No. Not the least. So you must do good with perfection, but without attachment. Help anyone, though they may be your own kith and kin, but never directly, indirectly. You shouldn't come to know that they have been helped by you. You must forget about that. So that is single word uttered by me on this planet is going to help you a lot and lot. So charity can be transformed to spiritual plane only if it leads to redemption of one's ego and doership. You must be eliminated from your doership and ego. So, doing good with perfection. Perfection means to be in Surti, to have alive holy name with you, to be blessed with Sar Shabad Surat Shabad from true and real Sadguru. That is perfection. Without personal interest, motive, inclination. So this is possible when you are spiritually elevated. Without that you can't do like that. So each word that I utter is coming directly from Satpurush to you people. But you don't realize. And this all work is known as love. I am moving towards love. I am moving towards truth. I am moving towards joy. But I say, true human being. First of all, we should be true human beings. Then and then, those things will automatically come, crop up in you, and you will do lot and lot in the whole of the universe. So please, pay due attention to what I am saying. Now, the watch is directing me, please, keep the limit, close it, and leave the next for the next day. So here I am closing as per the directions of the watch, which is not allowing me to move ahead. तो प्यारे सत्संग जी प्यार से कहिए सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी, सतगुरु सतनाम सत साहिब जी। बोल सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय, सतगुरुदेव महाराज की जय। आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की जय, आज के सत्संग के आनंद की